Hello, and welcome to Test Drive. Hope you're all doing good today. Welcome back for another episode of my Snowrunner hard mode. So if you haven't checked out the previous episode yet, I will leave a card for you in the top of the screen right now. But if you did check out the previous episode, then you would have seen that we recovered both of these white Western stars. We are going to be taking out the little one for a bit of a test drive today. Make sure we have enough. Oh, we have enough fuel. No point in stopping for 2 liters of fuel. So I'll go down to the farm, open up the map, and then I'll give you a bit of a plan. I've taken a long time to think about this plan today. Of course, all of the scouting is pretty much done. We have rescued all the trucks. We have got all the watchtowers, got all of the upgrades. If we actually just go into the menu here, you can see we have 8 out of 8 vehicles, 26 out of 26 watchtowers, and 21 out of 21 upgrades. So now it's all about getting some money, getting some experience so that we can level up. Yeah, we are taking the White Western Star out. Doesn't have any mud tires, so I'm not sure how we're going to be struggling through this muddy region. It does have pretty decent all-terrain or off-road tires, I think they're called. So let's firstly just park up at the farm. We're not going to collect anything from the farm. We're just going to have a quick look at the map, work out a bit of a plan. I kind of think I know what I'm doing, but we might have to change the plan along the way. But we'll drive on, get through this muddy mess. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's park up, have a little bit of a plan, have a little bit of a talk. So, with all of the quote-unquote scouting done, why is that a flooded house? Can we get metal beams from there or something? I don't actually know why that is, why that's highlighted. Anyway, the only thing is left to do in terms of the scouting and unlocking the maps is to get these bridges done. So in Island Lake is the only place that we need to get the bridges repaired. If we take a look, we're going to need 2 wooden planks for that one. We need 2 wooden planks for that one, I believe. That one. That's 4. We're going to need 4 down here. So that's 8. Another 2 over here. So that is 10. We're going to need 10 wooden planks. Now, the easiest place to get wooden planks is in Drummond Island. That is just inside of the gate here. As you can see, we have a log station right here. And the reason I am going over to the farm right now, if we go back to Smithfield Dam, if you remember in one of the previous episodes, we uncovered a sideboard semi-trailer which has 5 wooden planks on it. So that is what we are going to be going to collect. So I hope you are all doing well. Don't forget that if you are enjoying the content, free to hit that like button. Also subscribe so that you never miss a video. But for right now, we are going to concentrate on getting that semi-trailer, which is why I actually wanted to put the low saddle on this White Western Star. I think this is going to be my main low saddle delivery option. We also have the high saddle on the Pacific E16. That will be our high saddle delivery and basically beast recovery of trucks, let's say. And then of course we still have the Fleet Star. So if we need to do a lot of deliveries, mainly with trailers and stuff, then I think we will be putting the Fleet Star out of retirement. Of course, the Fleet Star being the only truck that can have a flat or a sideboard bed and still tow a trailer. If we put the sideboard bed on this one, we cannot tow a trailer, so that is limiting it to 2 slots of cargo, which is not going to be enough. Now, the reason I was taking so long to decide what to do is because we have quite a lot of contracts that are hidden behind one big contract. And the only reason I don't want to do that right now is because basically we have a lot of fuel that is going to go to waste. So I'm kind of trying to put that off as much as possible. But if I did do that contract, then I would be able to get these wooden planks closer. I could actually get them on Island Lake. So that would save a lot of travel time. And of course save a lot of fuel. I just have nowhere to put that fuel that is in Black River right now. So that's why I wanted to do a few tasks. We'll probably come back to Smithfield Down, get a few of the ordinary tasks done so that we can use up a little bit of fuel before we go back to Black River. Come on, keep going. We did get a upgraded engine for this truck, so shouldn't struggle too much. And the reason we're going through Drummond Island is because it's basically all tarmac. There shouldn't be too much in the way of big swampy mess like there is in Smithfield. So that is why we are taking that route. So I think this truck is pretty fuel efficient. Haven't used too much so far. I used about 60 litres coming over to the farm here, or coming over to the log station. Now, I was going to try in high, but it seems to be struggling a little bit. I don't really think the high gear is usable in these off-road gearboxes. Okay, let's come out of the farm again. Go back through the field, which is looking like a bloody mess. Come on. Keep going, keep going. Put diff lock on just in case. Just stop us from spinning the wheels a little bit. Okay, looks like we are going to make it, which is absolutely beautiful. Now this is going to be quite a long and boring drive. Oh god. So yeah, we have to go all the way up this long winding road. Not really too much happening up here, to be honest. So I might fast forwards just a little bit. Keep the episodes flowing. We will of course refuel at any and all of the fuel containers we have along the way. But we do need to be getting down this fuel. So let's refuel at the first one. So we do have a lot of fuel around Black River and Smithfield Dam. The only problem is that all of the trailers need to be delivered somewhere. So we can't be finishing contracts or tasks that involve those trailers. Beautiful view though. So that was the first part of the journey at least. Now we just need to make our way over the entirety of Drummond Island. Make sure we refuel at the gas station. But then making our way through the log station to the next gateway. We are taking a bit of a longer route, but I figured it's better to be safe than sorry. I didn't really fancy driving through the swamp at Smithfield Dam. So even though this is going to take a longer time at the start of this task, I think we're going to save time at the end, because we are going to be getting wooden planks from this map. But we don't need to worry too much about that. And of course, now that we are over onto these maps again with a truck that has a crane, maybe we can start getting some of the tasks done around here as well. Maybe start moving our way backwards. So far, the White Western not really struggled too much. I'm actually quite impressed with it. Quite a nice little truck. Definitely seems a lot more planted than the Fleet Star. Fleet Star can get a little bit tippy at times, but this one not so much. Maybe a little bit slower. But as long as it gets the job done, not too worried about that. And considering we don't have any mud tyres, that is also the reason I wanted to avoid that great big swamp on Smithfield Dam. Because the best we can get for this truck, I think, was all-terrain. Either all-terrain or off-road. I think it was all-terrain. But they seem to be coping pretty nicely with the stuff that I've been throwing at it so far. It hasn't got stuck at all, considering we are towing all of this wood behind us. So we must be coming up to the fuel station pretty soon. And then from the fuel station is just a quick dash over to Island Lake. I think it's over there, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. Trying to keep it in high so that we don't lose too much momentum. Seems to be working. It's a little bit slower, but as long as we get there, get the job done. Of course, we do need to remember to put it back down into auto so that we don't stall out immediately. Right, let's refuel. That is not even half a tank. Considering we've gone over 2 maps now. Not too shabby. Someone blaring the radio. Oh, come on up the hill. There we go. Try and get it back into high once we get some speed up. That was maybe too early. Yeah. We lost all of our momentum because of the changing of the gears. There we go. Back into high. See if we can push on up this hill. Beautiful stuff. So we have been driving all day now because it is almost sunset. So I'm thinking in this episode we need to at least get all of the bridges done in Island Lake. I think that is a minimum requirement. That way it won't feel like we've wasted too much time for one episode. And of course this is where we're going to be getting the next 5 lots of wooden planks at that location right there. Put our lights on just so I don't forget when it gets dark. Yeah, we need to cut this part of that road, and then I believe it was just straight after that. Knock down some trees along the way. Do we have all-wheel drive on? We do. But yeah, just straight over here, and that should lead us all the way to the gateway. And let's head on back into Island Lake. Right, we made it. Okay, where is the first bridge going to be? Looks like that one right there. Yep, that is the one we're going for. Get that one, and then we'll probably come up to bridge the gap before coming down. We'll get one released over here if we can. But yeah, corporate expansion. Have we haven't got that task, so we can't start tracking it. I think we just do the closest ones first, because we are going to be doing the entirety of Island Lake, so not going to matter too much. How we doing for fuel? Still doing really good for fuel. This truck does seem to be quite efficient. I believe it is the next turning. Once we see it. Is that it there? Nope. Must be just around this hill. Now, I do remember there being a fuel container on the opposite side of the road. There's the drilling site. Oh yeah, I can see the bridge over there. Unfortunately, we are going to be doing this in the dark though. Where is that turning? It didn't seem to be that far off in the distance. I guess that is the map being very unreliable. I feel like we've gone past it. No. No, we haven't gone past it. It's just a very, very long way away. So we'll get these delivered and then we'll get fuel on the way out. No point making the truck heavier than it needs to be. That of course is only a scout fuel trailer. Again, we have a lot of those around the place. To get damaged on these fallen trees. Okay, looks like we're going to be stopping on a bit of a hill. Not ideal. Right, let's accept this. Hey, it's Tony again. We found another area that looks like it might produce oil. I want to do some testing, but we're going to need, you guessed it, another bridge to get our equipment there. Can we count on you? Certainly can. I'm assuming that it is actually wood. Yes, wooden planks. Start tracking that. And then we need to deliver them over there. Where that arrow is. Come on. Right, get these two delivered. Almost ran into the water there. Now I think we're going to go in and get it turned around in the drilling site. So of course, even though these are very vital roads that we need to be opening, we are also going to be improving our money and level. So that is a bonus. What can we get from here then? Drilling equipment, which is going to be a 4-slot cargo. Okay, so we can get drilling equipment from this place. Good to know. Alright, let's make our way to the next one. Coming to think of it, I don't know if we can deliver to Hunter Bob's bridge. I don't know if we can deliver to this side of the bridge. Yeah, it looks like we can. Okay, so I'm thinking we might as well do that one first, so that we're not going all the way up here. And if we get... So we have 3 left. So that's going to do... We're going to have 1 left. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Okay, I think that is the plan. Let's go down to the lumber mill. Get the rest of this wood delivered. Make a quick fuel pit stop on the way. Not that we are struggling for fuel, but we might as well since we have it here. Back up to 300 liters. So I don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. We do seem to be making good progress. We haven't made any mistakes at all so far on this run. Come on, White Western, you got it. Put it back up into high, see if we can get a bit more speed going through this muddy off-road section. So yeah, once we have delivered these wooden planks to the lumber mill bridge, we'll go back to Drummond Islands, go to the logging station, pick up 5 more of the wooden planks, and then we shall deliver those to the rest of Island Lake. And then depending on how much time we have at the end of the episode, it's really difficult to judge actually how long I've been playing. Well, it's difficult to judge how long the episode is going to be by how long I've been playing. depending on if I cut a lot or if I fast forward a lot. So it's difficult to judge. I'm still trying to work it out, but I'm not going crazy like I was in the first few episodes. Right, so the lumber mill, I believe, is right here. The shame this lumber mill isn't working right now. There is a contract to get this lumber mill up and running, but it would mean handing in that fuel trailer that we have in Black River, and I don't really want to do that right now. Like I said, we would lose quite a lot of fuel. Right, let's get these first two delivered. That is the first bridge done. Yeah, I thought it fixed the I thought it fixed the other bridge then. I was a little bit worried. Might as well drop off this last wooden plank. Or this last pallet of wooden planks. Go back to Drummond Island and get the rest. Oh, don't reverse it off the trailer, or don't reverse the trailer off the bridge. Test my reversing skills here. So long as we can get it. Oh god. As long as we can get the trailer off the bridge. There we go. Now I don't really care if it goes in the water. I just really did not want to tip. Okay, truck is turned around. Let's make the long trek back to Drummond Island. Pick up those 5 pallets of wooden planks. And then come back to Island Lake. So there is going to be a lot of backwards and forwards now that we are actually getting some deliveries done. To be expected. As long as we have the truck and the fuel to do it, should not be a problem. So, back in Drummond Island. On our way to pick up the wooden planks from the logging station, which is not too far away. I think we can sneak our way through here. Don't hit the tree. Beautiful. Okay. Cut a bit of the grass on this side so that we don't get stuck in that horrible mess down there. And the logging station should be right here. Perfect. This is of course where we got the wooden planks for the bridges on Drummond Island. So we do know that we can get wooden planks from here. We'll probably turn it around first though. Make it nice and wide. Okay, that should be pretty good. Park her up. Oops. Did not want to reverse. I hope that's not going to be too low for us to actually load it up, or to, yeah, to attach the trailer again. Also might be a tiny bit too close. We've seen before what happens when we park too close. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that. So if you have missed one of the previous episodes, I did tip over a trailer when I released, or when I released the crane slightly too close. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. Hydrogen fuel, still got 200 litres. Plenty of fuel. Right, let's get this loaded up in the dark then. So for those of you that are new to the series, I'm not the best when it comes to crane controls in this game. As long as we can kind of put it on the bed properly, like that, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Right, we'll have another one. So hopefully it should be daytime by the time we get there. So that will be a good day's work. Delivering 10 pallets of wooden planks. Too early. Let's try a little bit of low high. Just so we can keep that momentum up. Don't have to keep stopping and starting all the time. Also going to save on fuel economy. And back into Island Lake. Here we are. Let's go. Let's go. Daytime is coming. I think it's coming. Seems a little bit lighter than it was earlier. So not that it really matters too much, but I don't know which order to deliver the remaining pallets of wooden planks. I don't really suppose it matters too much. Guess we might as well do the one at the lumber mill first. But it is coming daytime. As you can see, the sun is coming up somewhere. Still can't see it yet. I think it's behind us. Ow. That was a pretty beefy tree. So we get these delivered. I'm not sure how long of an episode that will be. Otherwise we might have a look to see if there is any other tasks around Island Lake that we can get done real quick. Would like to do something else just to wrap off the episode. So we might as well refuel here because we don't have another one on the way. So let's refuel. Half a tank. We do actually have a truck. I think it was a Chevrolet that needs to be rescued on this map, just delivered to somewhere. So we might do that. That should be a fairly easy task in this truck. Some metal beams on that trailer over there. Is that the same trailer as this one? Looks like it. There's also a fuel trailer up there that we haven't even touched yet. So there is certainly a lot of fuel on this map. So over a bridge that we have not repaired. Mind you, we're not even repairing these bridges. We're just delivering these supplies so that they can repair it. So yeah, we're here. We might as well go get this one first. Gonna make us a little bit lighter. Now this is a bridge that we have repaired. Try and risk getting a thumbnail. Oh, that's why it was risky. Alright, let's deliver if we can. We need to start tracking. And Huntman Bob's Bridge. There we go. That is the last plank for this bridge. It's going to make it a lot easier to get around. It's a very crucial bridge, this one. The others, they've all... I mean, it's worth doing, but they're just going to a drilling site, each one of them. But they're not as important. Come on, little Western. Little white Western Star. So through there as well, we do have that massive fuel tanker, the semi-trailer one, which still got well over 3,000. I think it's the first turn in here that we need to take. And then we'll get these 2 final bridges up and running. So there's one down here. Start tracking that. Shouldn't be too long. I think it's literally right there. That shouldn't take too long at all. Pretty horrible road though to get to the bridge. We'll see how well high gear copes with this. Pretty messy down here. Yeah, no problem for this White Western. Proving to be a good recovery. Right, bridge number 4 is that? I want to say bridge number 4. I actually think it's number 5 because we did get 2 bridges down by the lumber mill. Okay, I'm going to assume this is another drilling equipment, yeah. So we'll probably need these for some sort of contracts. Alright, let's make our way over to the final bridge in the whole of Michigan. That will be every single road unblocked and unlocked. Let's check real quick. Okay, so we can go just down this little road here to the final bridge. So we might as well, considering that road is not very friendly. Take a bit of a shortcut. And there is of course a fuel container over here as well, which we do not need to deliver to anywhere. We might as well refuel. A little drive-by refueling. Let's actually just start tracking Bridge the Gap. Start tracking that one. Just so we don't get lost along the way. Might as well keep it in low for this sticky, sloppy stuff. Don't think we have enough speed to get up to high anyway. Back up to the main road. And then there is the bridge right down there. So far, pretty good episode. We've completely cleaned all, or completely repaired all of the bridges in Island Lake. Just looking at the time, I do think we're going to have time to do maybe 1 or 2 of the smaller tasks around here. This is dangerous, don't tip it. That could have been so much worse. Alright, get this repaired. Beautiful stuff. So that has increased our bank account at least back up to 19,000. And this looks like it's just going to be another one of the drilling sites. So we shall take the trailer back out. Have a look at any of the tasks that we have around the area. Actually, we can do that right now. So, broken antenna, which is going to be cargo container from the fallen antenna over to the broken antenna. The huntsman and the car, it's going to be a Scout 800s. That one. That needs delivering to the hunter's parking. And then we have another truck somewhere over here. Rusty Legacy, which we did not pick up. But that needs delivering down to this house down here. So I think we're going to do both of those tasks. Let's start tracking that one first. I'm not sure what to do with the trailer right now. Guess we could just leave it on the main road. We can always come back and get it. Come on, get on the bridge. On the bridge. Come on, there you go. So I think I'm going to leave this trailer actually at the lumber mill. That seems to make the most sense. Should have really been in high here. Don't have that little extra bit of power that we needed. It's all good though, it's all fine. We did not get stuck for too long. Gotta turn that off real quick. But yeah, I'm really happy that we got all of the bridges done. At least in this episode. That really does feel like a good accomplishment. I haven't really looked at any of the other tasks or contracts that we have around this area. So I don't know exactly what we're going to need this trailer for in the near future. So we are just going to leave it over here at the lumber mill. Hopefully it's not going to be in the way. And then without the trailer, we are going to go pick up that Scout 800s. Take that over to the parking. And then make our way over to the Chevrolet. And take that over to the house, which is right next to these bridges we just built. So let's fast forward over there. Let's just check real quick where it is. So right after the trailer. Right after the trailer is where we are going to be picking up the Scout 800s. Might also be worth going in to get that fuel trailer, but I guess we'll leave that for another time. There you are, you little rascal. People have been looking for you. Actually, I think they know it was stuck. But still, we are going to rescue it anyway. Get it out the swamp. Looks like we got ourselves a little bit stuck. Oh, a little bit of lag. That's not going to help. Get back onto the roads so that we can attach to the front. Just like that. Should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. We are going to be absolutely fine for fuel as well. You'll love to see it. Right, can we actually attach to the front of the car? We can. Beautiful. Like it was meant for the job. Now this is a simple delivery mission, I believe. We don't need to repair it or anything. Out of fuel, so we can't use the engine. That's fine, should be able to cope pretty well with this truck. And I'll just check in. Yeah, okay, so we go up to the next road. Just checking that we were going the right way. Probably shouldn't have stopped in all of that swampy stuff. So this is the turning we need. Beautiful stuff. Then there should be a parking right where that arrow is. There should be a parking that we can deliver this Scout 800 to. Looks like someone went off-roading up there. There it is. Nice open place. Lots of room to maneuver. We're still in high. We are. Let's see if it copes with this muddy puddle. Yeah, no problem at all. Okay, let's get this delivered to the parking. And that's going to give us a good chunk of money, I would imagine. Oh, not that much. But that is 1100 nonetheless. Do I also have another trailer over there with two wooden or two metal beams on it. So the next task is coming over here to Rusty Legacy, collecting that Chevy and delivering that to this house, I believe, down here. But yeah, that is the next objective. I'm going to fast forward this one though, because I do know that we are kind of running out of time. But I do want to get this last task done as part of this episode. Okay, let's actually see what this task involves. I was just assuming it is a delivery job. Does look that way. If we start dragging, turn to farmer's house. Yes. Okay, so we don't need to do anything else. We just need to deliver it over to that house. Don't want to attach to that. We want to attach to the truck. There we go. I don't know if it is damaged or if it has fuel or whatever. But for right now, we're just going to get it out. Before we turn on the engine. If we can turn on the engine. No, we cannot because it is out of fuel. Should be able to tow it anyway though. These little scouts don't weigh too much. Okay, let's just get in front of it and then we can check the route. So the route is going to be, I think we're just going to follow this big main road all the way down. That is going to be the route. So let's get going. Should be a fairly easy drive. Some sort of abandoned house, or at least a building. Wouldn't want to live out here. Does make you kind of wonder who we're doing all these bridges for, I guess. Although there was a lot of oil that they were saying they were trying to dig up, so that explains it, I guess. Come on, little Chevrolet. Stick with me. Of course, this is where we took the twin steer when we was rescuing that. So we do know this route fairly well. Shouldn't be too difficult. It wasn't too muddy from what I can remember. Now, of course, we can't steal any fuel out of these scouts because they are completely empty. Not that we need the fuel anyway. We have a lot of fuel in Michigan. More than I know what to do with. About 400 meters. And we shall be there. Bouncy, bouncy. So yeah, the actual story in terms of Michigan was that there was a massive flood. You would have thought it'd kind of dry out by now. Unless this is just how Michigan looks. Come on, get through the tree. Can't believe we got stopped by a tree. Okay, back on the main roads. How are we doing for fuel? 90 litres. We do have fuel like right there, so I'm not too worried about that. We might even take that fuel carrier. Yeah, I think we'll do that in the next episode. That fuel carrier, now that we have a low saddle, we should be able to take that out and put it in a more convenient location. So let's get this truck delivered. Looks pretty swampy down here. We'll not just leave it on the road, say it's done. There we go. Rusty Legacy. So how much money do we have right now? We're up to almost 15,000. We're almost at level 10 as well. 65% done in Michigan. We are slowly getting there. Very slowly. But that is going to do it for this episode. I'm just going to go onto the roads up here. Park up. Turn off the engine and call it a day. I didn't mean to do that. I dropped the controller. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this one. We got quite a lot done. We completely rebuilt the Island Lake map. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, if you are enjoying this series, make sure that you hit that like button. Also subscribe so that you never miss a video or an episode. Turn on notifications so that you always get notified whenever I upload. But I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.